Tuck and Tuck Show.
Welcome to the Tuck and Tuck Show. We're here with the wonderful Morgan. How's it going, Morgan?
Hey.
We don't have Ahmad today. Ahmad is out with old tiredness because he's old and tired. So Ahmad is not here, but me and Morgan are here. So what's going on, Morgan?
Khalid, man, God is good. It's been a great week. We done all worked all week long, and now I'm just here to have some fun with my friend.
Sweet. I've been doing a couple interviews, and you haven't been here. And it's more difficult when you guys aren't here because there's nobody to play off of. Can
I say something? I feel like those interviews are better with you because you have more history and chemistry with those people. Like, what am I going to say to Tim Russell? You know, like.
Right. People have told me that, too. They said they like. But I like when you guys are here, when all of us are here, especially like today, because the guests that are coming on today, I'm not familiar with, and you are.
So. I feel like that's why you asked me to be on the show, which I greatly appreciate, you know?
Sweet. Well, that's a big love fest today.
Come on, love fest.
So, before we get started, yesterday I did an interview with Chris Donaldson and Troy Hill, and this interview will probably air later than that one because that one will come out as soon as possible. But what we talked about was they did a scholarship for David Watson. So if you watch the show, even if you watch them out of order, make sure you watch that one. Learn where to donate to, and whatever you can give, $1, $5, $10. I know people call me cheap, and even I donate it. And so if you got a chance to go out and do it, it's for a good cause. Giving money to a African-American male of good standing in the community and a great athlete and a great student. So if you can do those, donate. It's GoFundMe. Just go to GoFundMe and put in David Watson's name, and it'll come up. So that's where we're at with that.
David Watson, that's a beautiful thing. What good way to commemorate a good member of the community.
Right. Because I watched a video that we were watching the other day, and we were doing Adrian, the one that just came out, Adrian Young, and you were talking about that part that he always had.
I'm telling you, if he didn't have a cut for a year or two, that part would have still been
there. That part was always there. Was
permanent. And
there were so many things that I didn't know about David that they told me about him knowing Albert Bell, who was a famous baseball player, and his great chess game. They said he was a great chess player. So there was a lot of other stuff that I didn't know. And I'm sure he touched a lot of people in the community that didn't come on and tell their story, but he touched everybody in the community. And while we're on people who touch people in the community, you know, one of my favorite people in the world passed away, Butch Payne. So it's been a bad month going backwards because Butch Payne passed away, who I dearly loved. His brother Sam Paul passed away, Betty Thomas and Caleb Hughley, and also had another friend, Ron Lowry, who passed away. So it's a lot of death that went on, and it's sad, but I celebrate all their lives because they're all great people.
I was at the funeral for Pawpaw, Mr. Butch Payne. That's your best friend. I remember one time I was like counting down the minutes till how long into our conversation it would be before you brought him up. That was really your best friend. And I was at the funeral, and I will say, more than anything, that was a celebration of life. You know how some funerals are like sad, but that was a party.
And your dad, he did a great job at the funeral. He did a fantastic job. It was actually once he came up and once he eulogized him, they probably could have stopped right there.
Truthfully, I wouldn't have wanted to speak after him. He's awesome. They picked a great man to talk about, a great man. And we talked about what he was going to say actually in the car before we got there. And I was crying in the car.
Yeah.
And I cried at the funeral. He's awesome, and he always has some really good things to say. He's super wise, and I could not have handpicked a better dad.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
To know that he's Pawpaw is the reason why one of the reasons why my dad is so great was super special to me.
Meemaw, Mr. Smith, all of them were great people. So they were all world. In my book, I loved them all to death. So, But anyway, what else have you been up to? Because that always gets to me talking about those people.
I've been up to a lot of family time, just hanging out with my cousins. You know, today's the first day of fall, so I'm planning on my fall pumpkin spice, sunflower picking dates, getting some new outfits off. You know, I'm getting rid of all the summer clothes, bringing up all my, you know, fall time attire. Just working, you know, I'm getting old. I ain't really been at the club or doing nothing crazy. I stopped drinking a minute ago, so I ain't been drunk nowhere. Yeah. Thank God.
So is pink, is that fall or is that still summer? That looks like spring to me.
Pink is a 365 color.
Oh, okay. You can wear it
I even wear pink on Christmas, okay?
Okay. I don't wear pink, so I don't know.
And that's okay. I think I wear enough pink for all of us.
That's cool. So in a couple of weeks, I'm trying to see if we can do something for my friend Peanut's birthday. His birthday is on a Friday.
I have an idea.
Okay. Can you share it with us, or is that you want to tell me after the show?
Oh, no. I think my idea is the same as anybody's idea for Peanut's birthday. Let's get drunk.
Well, that's
let's get drunk.
It doesn't need to be his birthday for that.
Eat some pizza. What else? He'd be so happy.
Yeah, that's probably in actuality that's probably all he wants to do anyway. He's gonna tell me like, man, Chuck, we just do what we always do. I'm like,
truthfully, you know my favorite thing about Peanut? He brings his own cooler.
Yeah, all the time.
Like an igloo cooler to keep his drinks in. That is legendary to me. I've learned a couple things from Peanut, and that is
learn a lot from
one of my favorites.
All right, Matt's giving us the signal to go to break, and we come back with
Janet Haar.
All right, that'll be great.
I'm excited.
So, see you after the commercial.
Hi, I'm Doobies, and this is Doobies Smoke Shop.
That's what I'm talking about.
Doobies Smoke Shop is located at 25 West College Street in beautiful downtown Oberlin. Doobies has an excellent selection of incense, candles, cones, glass cleaner, and so much more. Stop on by Doobies Smoke Shop located at 25 West College Street today.
Welcome to Johnny's.
Johnny's Carryout is where you can find an extreme variety of your favorite spirits, wines, and craft beer. Located at 12290 Levitt Road, Oberlin, Ohio at the intersection of Butternut Ridge Road and State Route 58. Whether you are hosting a social get-together, relaxing at home, or entertaining guests, Johnny's Carryout has the perfect pairing. Come and check out our amazing selection of fine wines, our incredible collection of domestic and craft beers, an awesome assortment of premium spirits. We also have a variety of non-alcoholic selections. Visit Johnny's Carryout at 12990 Levitt Road in Oberlin, Ohio, today.
Welcome back to the Tuck and Tuck Show.
Welcome back to Season 2 of the Tuck and Tuck Show, Episode 9. I'm Morgan. I'm super cute. Don't you agree? We are here with a lady who is, wow, magnificent to say the least. Janet Haar of the Oberlin Business Partnership. What's up?
What's up? Everything's up.
I'm just happy you didn't say the sky. That answer really gets me.
Although the sky has been really pretty great the last few days. Don't you agree?
I've been waking up super early, like 5 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. And when I go outside, it's like, whoa, this is cute. Mm-hmm. Talk to me.
I pretty much tell people I live in a blender. So it just goes round and round and round. And then somebody pushes the button and I go do something. And then it goes round and round and they push the button and I do something else. That's how busy trying to keep the businesses in Oberlin sustainable and doing business and prosperous and helping people in Oberlin understand how important it is to shop in Oberlin and dine in Oberlin.
I love that. So I have a question. Mm-hmm. I noticed that sometimes there are like events or like kind of small parties that happen in Oberlin. I remember like last summer, I think it was, we had this thing called Second Saturdays. Mm-hmm. Were you in charge of that?
Yes. Oberlin Business Partnership is in charge of that. And this year, we changed the name to Experience Oberlin Saturdays because they weren't all on the second Saturday, and we didn't want to confuse folks. So, yeah, those are Saturdays that the businesses told me would be good to do something because they're almost all open on Saturdays. And they're open for most of the day on Saturday. And our job is to try to get people to come downtown and actually go into their businesses.
Mm-hmm. I think one of my favorite components about downtown Oberlin is that there is lots of good food there, and people are a lot easier to eat than they are to shop. So I think bringing like highlighting experiences that draw people into our retail spaces is also an amazing thing.
We tried to figure out several years ago the answer to the question, why do people come to Oberlin? Because it's very important that they do. Because our businesses cannot be supported only by the people who live in Oberlin. We would not be sustainable if that were the truth. So we decided that people come to Oberlin for experiences. They come to hear something from the conservatory, or they come because there's a picnic, or they come because there's other kind of activity. And we're hoping, and we try to help them understand that when they come, wow, they should walk around downtown, because Oberlin is really unexpected. We're not a normal small town. We don't have a lot of clothing stores and shoe stores and that sort of thing, but we have really great stores that people can come in and find unique things, and that's what we want them to do.
The Oberlin Business Partnership, does that follow the same model as a Chamber of Commerce? Does it act in place as a Chamber of Commerce? How does the OBP, what is the
mission
yeah.
of Oberlin Business Partnership?
Okay, I can answer. That's a couple of questions. So let me go here. So when I came here, I had been in the Council of Smaller Enterprises and the Greater Cleveland Growth Association, which was Cleveland's Chamber of Commerce with 16,000 members. Little different than coming into a small town where there might be 125 members. And so when I came here and we were the Main Street Dash Chamber, we were both. And we have been both, a Main Street and a chamber. What's the difference? Main Streets are historically the organizations that help historic preservations in small towns. If you remember back in the 80s when you drove through a lot, especially rural downtowns, you drove through them and then there were a lot of boarded up businesses. There wasn't much going on. Well, that's when the Main Street was formed, to try to help that historic preservation, preserve those buildings. And then chambers of commerce are more, let's help those businesses succeed. By helping the businesses succeed, we help the community succeed.
I agree. So how do you get funding for this? Is this funded through taxpayer dollars? Is it all through donations or membership?
Yes and yes and yes. Not necessarily taxpayer. We have in the past received a good amount of the bed tax money that comes from people staying at the college for special events or at the Oberlin Hotel. We're a membership organization, so we receive membership money, and the city of Oberlin also does support us.
I love it. Well, Janet, I got a lot more questions to ask. I'm sure there's a lot more you have to say, but we're going to go to a break. We'll be right back. And
Hi, welcome to the Haar.
Looking for an excellent restaurant? Then visit the Arb at Tappan Square, located at 19 West College Street in beautiful downtown Oberlin. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine in or take it to go. Visit www.thearboberlin.com to order online. The Arb is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Be sure to visit the Arb at Tappan Square in Oberlin today.
Thanks for coming to the Haar. Come back again. Bye.
Prestige Detailing, your premier mobile auto detailing service, bringing the car wash to you. You can have your car detailed right where you are. We service a 50-mile radius of Oberlin, Ohio, ensuring that our exceptional service comes straight to you. Visit our website or give us a call to schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to the Tuck and Tuck Show.
All right, we're back, and before the break, we're talking about businesses in general. So say I wanted to start a business. Would you help me with startup funds, or how does that work? Or do I have to be downtown, or what specifically would I have to do to like get help from Oberlin Business Partners?
We do not fund businesses,
okay,
but we do help you find the resources that are necessary. So Lorain County has a really great small business development center, which is a great resource. And then we have other people who will mentor new small businesses. And we put you in contact with them and follow up with you and make sure things are happening the way they need to happen.
Right. So mostly you promote businesses that are already in existence?
No. We promote businesses that are in existence for sure, but we also help people who say they're entrepreneurs and want to start a business find the resources necessary to start that business. And many times it's not just finding the resources, but it's understanding what owning a business and running a business is. So many people come to us and they have this hobby and they love doing X, right? And they think, okay, I'm going to do X. I'm going to have a business because I'm really good at doing X. And then you ask these really irritating questions like, do you have a business plan? Do you have a marketing plan? Do you know where the money is going to come from to start your business? What if you have some downtown or down times? Do you have the capital to keep you going during that time? So we're that kind of irritating organization that asks you those questions because we want you to succeed.
Oh, okay. Now I'm getting a better understanding.
Okay.
So you help existing businesses stay in business.
Yes.
Okay. Now there's new businesses that are coming downtown Oberlin. You have anything? Did you help those people that come in?
Yes.
There's one at 21 Main Street, and there's a new like a Main Street Grill or something coming in downtown too. Did they come to you for help?
The Main Street Grill has not yet.
Okay.
We've put out information for them to do that. I just spoke with someone who's coming in on West College Street, actually, and it's Uptown Clothing and More. And so we're getting together and we're going to talk about what they're going to do. We help promote that. This fall, I think we're going to have at least 4 grand openings and a couple of grand reopenings. So the business climate is looking up. It's looking up in Oberlin.
So they're going to have like I haven't seen like a clothing store in Oberlin. I know there's I forget what it is down on
Evie Lou.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't. It's mostly a woman's store, so I've never
Yes.
really go in there. But I know they do. They have nice products in there. I just personally, I'm not a woman, so I don't go there. But you said there's another one coming that's going to be selling clothing as well.
Yes.
And that's for it's going to be clothing for everybody, or just certain people, or how's it work?
I don't know enough about it to tell you exactly what they're doing. I just know their name is Uptown Clothing and More. So in addition to clothing, she even said they were going to have some pet things. So.
Oh, for like pet clothes?
Well, I'm not sure. I don't know if it's pet clothes or just pet things. I'm not sure which.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm just here to ask questions but I know a lot of people like to dress their pets up. Like sometimes you might have on a pink sweater and the dog will have on the same thing.
Right. And actually you can come in October to Doggy Doo, which is happening on Tappan Square. We don't do that, but the people who do it draw hundreds of people into this town, and you will find a lot of dogs dressed up, and a lot of dogs dressed up just like their owners, actually.
I think they're actually coming on the program.
Good.
And after you're on, we'll have Crystal's cleft dogs, right, Matt? Yeah, so they're coming on right after
dogs.
You. So we'll have, the whole world's going to the dogs, I guess.
So, like, is there anything special that you guys have coming up? Are there any more festivals? I know summer is over, but what does the OBP do in the fall and winter time to keep themselves afloat?
We keep trying to drive traffic downtown. So one of the things coming up is the downtown trick or treat. It's on October 28th, right after the parade. Last year we had so many people in town, we had to make candy trips like 3 times during the day just to get enough candy in the hands of our businesses to pass out. So we will have that. We're doing something new this year, a fundraiser. You ask where some of the money comes from. Well, we also have to write grants and do fundraisers. So on November 29th, we're doing holiday bingo at the Slow Train Cafe. So that should be a lot of fun. My assistant and I were walking up East College Street carrying a bunch of bingo daubers the other day, and a truck actually stopped and said, "Where's the bingo game?" so I
Where's
think
the bingo?
Yeah, I think people will like that. We do Shop Small Saturday, which is a national quote holiday. It's on November 25th. And that day, we're also going to have a craft and vendor pop-up shop in the Mill on Main. And that's when the holiday shopping passport contest starts.
I like that.
And then in December, we have, we do a lot of holiday promotions for our businesses. And then we have an Elf on the Shelf scavenger hunt downtown to get people to actually walk into the stores. You know, we started this 2 years ago, having people walk in to find the white squirrels or whatever else we were doing. And one lady had told me, you know, I've lived here for X number of years and I've never been in that store, but I'm going to come back. And that's exactly what we're looking for. I should also say that every second Thursday of every month, we have something in the library called Good Morning Oberlin. And it's a meeting where city representatives come. So we have government, we have nonprofits, we have businesses, we have government outside of Oberlin when people need to know things. We have college folks coming. It's the only meeting in Oberlin that convenes all of these people together. So people like to come because they hear things they never hear anywhere else.
So when you do this thing on at the Mill on Main, can we go out there, Matt, and do stuff out there?
I'd love it if you would. Yeah, I'd love it if you would.
I mean, because you do Oberlin Weekly, but I never see you do nothing weekly. It's like yearly. It's like more Oberlin yearly.
And on that note, Janet, it's been a tremendous pleasure having you on the show. I feel like I know a lot more about OBP. Even as a business owner adjacent in the city of Oberlin, I know some things I didn't know before. So thank you for being our guest.
Do you have like a theme song? Like, I'm down with OBP.
Yeah,
That would be great.
Adios.
Thank you very much.
We want to thank our 5 sponsors. Kylie, who are our 5 sponsors?
They are Johnny's Carryout, Prestige Detailing. Did you have something else?
No, I was just going to say thank you for inviting me.
Oh, okay. Prestige Detailing. I'm so tired of that. Johnny's Carryout, Oberlin Weekly, Prestige Detailing, The Arb, and Doobies Smoke Shop.
Adios.
This has been another bomb-ass production from Short Walk